Paano ba maging milyonaryo? Yan ang pag-uusapan natin today. Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Ang topic natin ngayon ay how to become a millionaire. Paano ka ba magiging milyonaryo? So magdi-discuss tayo ng strategies and as usual, because you are in the Ready to Be Rich channel, meron tayong Excel, simulation, and demo kung paano nga ba natin maaabot yung 1 million na savings or 1 million worth of investments. Pero bago tayo magsimula, I hope ay nakasubscribe na kayo sa ating YouTube channel, youtube.com/readytoberichyt, and nakalike and follow sa ating Facebook page, facebook.com/readytoberich. So, let's start. So, how do you become a millionaire? Surprisingly, you only need to do 2 steps. Although, I'll be honest na kahit na 2 step lang siya, ay hindi naman siya ganun kadali gawin. Step 1 is to save. Ito talaga yung foundation of building wealth. You need to learn how to spend less than what you're earning. Kapag nakakapag-save ka na regularly each month, the next step is to invest. So, kung ano yung nasisave mo every month, dapat ini-invest mo siya. And you just have to do this over many years and I'm very sure that you will reach the 1 million net worth mark. A few weeks ago, meron tayong question na natanggap sa ating live stream. And ito si Kimber, tinatanong niya sa atin, tanong lang po, how long will it take me to have 1 million pesos kung nagsisave ako ng 3,000 to 5,000 pesos per month? Yung 3,000 to 5,000 pesos po, sinisave ko po at ini-invest ko sa dividend stocks, bonds, and MP2. So kung isi-simulate natin yung ginagawa ni Kimbert, gaano katagal or ilang years bago siya makaipon ng 1 million pesos? So the factors or the numbers that are important here is, number 1, let's assume na 5,000 pesos per month ang nasisave ni Kimbert. Yung investment naman niya na nakalagay sa mga dividend stocks, bonds, and MP2, syempre iba-iba yung performance yan, but because it is diversified, let's just assume that the overall portfolio grows at a rate of 6% per year. So, how does the growth of money look like for Kimbert? Yung tanong ni Kimbert, let's call that case number 1. And we have this Excel file to simulate the cash flow dun sa situation niya. So let's assume that on the first year, nag-i-invest siya ng 5,000 pesos per month. So at the end of the year, meron siyang 60,000 pesos total na savings at yun yung nai-invest niya. Ngayon, wala pa tayong investment returns kasi we have to set kung ano ba yung annual return on investments. And we said that it will be 6% per annum. So this means that at the end of the first year, meron 3,600 pesos na returns, yung 60,000 pesos na ininvest niya. And yung total investment value at the end of the year will be 63,600. On the second year, continuous pa rin yung pag-i-invest niya na 5,000 per month. So, total na 60,000 yung may invest niya. Add that to the previous investment value of 63,600 and the total invested amount will be 123,000. There will be an investment return of around 7,400 para at the end of the year, 131,000 na ang investment value. So you just continue this and you will notice that by year 12, dun niya maaabot ang 1 million mark. So it will take Kimbert 12 years to become a millionaire by investing 5,000 pesos per month in an asset or a portfolio that grows 6% per annum. One thing to note also is that by the 30th year, after 30 years, ang total investment value niya ay 5 million pesos. This is very important to note, yung 5 million, because we will now do some variations of this investing strategy. So yung ginawa natin is case number 1, yung kay Kimbert, but let's do case number 2. And for case number 2, let's assume na nagsisave nga siya ng 5,000 pesos per month, pero hindi lang siya naging passive about investing. Talagang nag-research siya kung saan ba maganda mag-invest. At nakadiscover siya ng mga investments na mas malaki yung pwedeng earnings. And he continuously does that hanggang sa nakahanap siya ng mas maganda at paganda ng paganda yung mga investment na nakita niya. So at first, meron siya nakita na 8% per year ang annual returns. And then later on, after 10 years, may nakita siya na 10% per annum ang annual returns. And then lastly, meron siyang nakita na 12% per annum ang annual returns. So how will things be different this time? This is now our worksheet for case number 2. This is very similar to what we showed you earlier. Ang difference lang siguro ay dinivide natin yung years ng 10. So, nakadivide siya ng year 1 to 10, 11 to 20, and 21 to 30. This is to accommodate yung change in our strategy. So, for the year 1 to 10, isiset natin kung magkano ba yung annual returns ng investment natin. And then, a change in year 11 to 20, and another change sa year 21 to 30. Meron tayong additional parameter dito na ini-increase natin yung monthly investment natin, but this is just case number 2 and we will just ignore this for now. So, ang monthly investment ni Kimbert for case number 2 is 5,000 pesos per month. And yung annual return on investment for the first 10 years, kasi nga nag-research si Kimbert ng malala at naghanap siya ng magandang investment, ay instead of 6% from case number 1, naging 8% na ang annual return for year 1 to 10. Tapos may nahanap siya na mas magandang investment on year 11. So 10% per annum na yung return niya. At by the time na dumating ng year 21, may nahanap siya talaga na 12% per annum ang return. So as you can see, naging millionaire si Kimbert on year 11. At after 30 years, meron siyang 12.008 million pesos. Now, let's do case number 3. Itong case number 3, it's different in a way that ang mas focus naman natin ngayon ay to increase yung money na sinisave natin at ini-invest. So for case number 3, you spend lots of time trying to save and invest more money. And naghanap ka ng extra income, talagang nagtipid ka, inayos mo yung budget mo. At dahil dyan, na-achieve mo na on the first year, you will save 5,000 pesos per month. And then afterwards, on the second year, mag-i-increase ng 1,000 pesos per month yung nasisave mo. So 1,000 more per month each year. So pataas ang pataas every year yung ini-invest mo. However, since masyado kang nakafocus sa pagtitipid at pag-earn ng extra income, pag-increase ng cash flow mo, wala ka ng time para mag-research and you just decided to invest it in a moderate risk investment that grows 6% per year. This is now our worksheet for case number 3. And as I mentioned earlier, 5,000 pesos per month ang ini-invest natin. Tapos ang annual returns is 6% all throughout the 30 years. And this will be similar to case number 1, wherein magiging milyonaryo si Kimbert on year 12 at after 30 years meron siyang 5 million pesos. However, the difference is that every year tinataas niya yung amount ng ini-invest niya. So, ang gagawin ni Kimbert, magsisave siya ng mas malaki every year. Ini-increase niya ng 1,000 pesos per month yung nasisave niya. Mapapansin niyo dito na on the first year, 5,000 pesos per month. So, 60,000 pesos yung total na na-invest niya. On the second year, 6,000 pesos per month na ang sisave at ini-invest niya. On year 3, 7,000 pesos per month na, and so on and so forth. So, how will it make a difference? Yung first 10 years pa lang makikita nyo na magiging millionaire si Kimbert after 8 years. There's really a big difference yung pagsisave at pag-i-invest ng malaki. However, if we continue increasing yung investment natin every month by 1,000 until year 30, you'll see that by the end of it all, you will have 15.428 million pesos. So this is the summary of case 1, 2, and 3 na pinakita natin. Yung case number 1, this is the original question of Kimbert na magsisave siya ng 5,000 pesos per month at ini-invest niya sa dividend stocks, MP2 bonds na nag-grow ng 6% per annum per year. So, it will take 12 years para maging milyonaryo and after 30 years, meron kang 5 million. Yung case number 2, ang ginawa natin dyan, we're investing 5,000 pesos per month pero talagang nag-research tayo kung saan ba maganda mag-invest. Nakahanap tayo ng investment na nag-grow ng 8% per annum for the first 10 years, then 10% per annum on the second decade, and then 12% per annum on the last decade. It will take us 11 years to become a millionaire with that strategy, and we will end up with 12 million after 30 years. Interestingly, kung ang naging focus natin ay yung pagsisave at pag-invest ng mas malaking pera, if we increase yung sinisave natin every month by 1,000 pesos every year, 5,000 pesos per month on the first year, 6,000 pesos per month on the second year, and so on and so forth. Even if we invest in a moderate risk investment that grows only 6% per year, we will become a millionaire faster. Only 8 years ang kailangan. At after 30 years, mas malaki yung pera natin, 15.428 million pesos. Hindi pa tayo tapos, meron pa tayong case number 4. So let's combine yung case 2 and 3 o yung dalawang strategies. So let's assume that for case number 4, we start with investing 5,000 pesos per month. Tapos, dinadagdagan natin yung ini-invest natin ng 1,000 pesos per month for the succeeding years, for the next 10 years. On the 11th year, talagang napigalan natin yung budget natin, hindi na natin kaya dagdagan. So, we focus our energy on finding a better investment. At the start of our investing journey, yung portfolio natin is only growing at 6% per annum. Pero on the 11th year, nag-focus na tayo sa paghahanap ng magandang investment. Nakakita tayo ng 8% per year. And then, on the final decade ng pag-i-invest natin, nakahanap tayo ng 10% per year. So, let's now simulate itong cash flow na to. So, for this investment journey, we start with 5,000 pesos per month. And then, 6% annual return. For the first 10 years, we are trying to invest more and increasing yung monthly investment natin by 1,000 pesos. On the second decade, nag-focus tayo sa paghahanap ng mas magandang investment. Nakahanap tayo ng 8%. Hindi na natin dinagdagan yung ini-invest natin kasi mas nauubos na yung oras natin sa paghahanap ng magandang investment. And it's the same on the final decade ng ating investment journey. Nakahanap tayo ng 10% per annum. And again, hindi na natin dinagdagan yung ini-invest natin. So, with this, naging millionaire tayo by the 8th year. And yung money natin after 30 years, it's 18.232 million. So this is now the final table ng mga cases na ginawa natin. Yung case number 4, parang case number 3 that we will become a millionaire on the 8th year. Pero mas malaki yung ating investment portfolio after 30 years, 18.2 million. Because on the later part of our investment journey, naghanap tayo ng mas mataas yung returns na investment. What have we learned today? Unang-una, it's probably best to optimize saving money first. Save as much as you can. Subukan nyo munang magtipid, mag-budget, maghanap ng extra income at pataasin yung amount ng pera na pwede nating i-invest every month. Doon muna tayo mag-focus. And then kapag talagang optimize na yung nasisave at nai-invest natin every month, we can shift our focus towards finding better investments. You can now optimize how you invest, which is to find the investment with the best returns. At yan ang lesson natin for today on how to become a millionaire. Marami kasi akong kilala na gusto mag-invest at ang unang focus ay saan ba maganda mag-invest? Saan ba mataas yung returns? And as we have shown you today, probably ang mas magandang focus natin if we want to invest is to look into our cash flow, look into our spending, our budget, and try to optimize first kung magkano ba yung pwede nating i-save at i-invest every month. For now, if you're a beginner, just invest where it is accessible and convenient for you. Once na na-optimize mo na yung pagsisave mo at pag-i-invest mo, it's so easy to transfer the money towards a higher performing or a better performing investment. So again, focus on saving first and then finding a better investment later. At yan ang ating video for today. I hope ay marami kayong natutunan. If so, then I hope ay nakasubscribe na kayo sa ating YouTube channel, youtube.com/readytoberichyt, and follow and like our Facebook page, facebook.com/readytoberich. That's it. Goodbye, take care, and stay safe.